My name is Olivia. On the surface, my life seemed perfect: a loving husband, two wonderful children, and a career as a successful interior designer. But beneath the surface, something dark simmered. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I seek forgiveness. I only wish to tell my story, to confess my betrayal, and confront the choices that led me here. It began on a crisp autumn morning when I was hired to redesign the lobby of a boutique hotel downtown. The owner, Julian, was a striking man, confident, witty, and magnetic in a way that made you feel like the only person in the room. From the moment we shook hands, there was an unspoken energy between us, one I tried to ignore but couldn't. As the project progressed, so did our interactions. Julian was deeply involved in every decision, from the color palette to the furniture arrangements. At first, I found his attention to detail endearing, but soon it became intoxicating. He complimented my ideas, listened intently, and made me feel valued in a way I hadn't experienced in years. At home, my husband, Mark, was kind and dependable but predictable. Our conversations revolved around bills, school schedules, and the mundane logistics of daily life. Julian, on the other hand, brought excitement, mystery, and a sense of adventure I hadn't felt since my 20s. It started innocently enough: late nights at the hotel discussing designs, casual lunches to brainstorm ideas. But the line between professional and personal blurred when he invited me to a gala hosted by his company. "Bring Mark," he suggested. But I knew he didn't mean it. That night at the gala, I wore a dress I hadn't touched in years, a deep emerald green that hugged my figure. Julian's eyes lingered on me longer than they should have, and for the first time, I didn't feel guilty for enjoying it. Later, as we stood on the balcony away from the crowd, he leaned in closer. "You deserve more than just being someone's wife or mother," he murmured. "You deserve to be seen, Olivia." His words struck a chord deep within me, awakening a longing I had suppressed for too long. When he kissed me, I didn't pull away. That was the beginning. For months, I lived two lives. By day, I was Olivia, the devoted wife, the caring mother. By night, I was someone else entirely, wrapped in Julian's arms, exploring a passion I thought I'd lost. Julian made me feel alive, but with that came an ever-growing weight of guilt. I became paranoid, constantly checking my phone, rehearsing alibis in case Mark asked about my late nights. One evening, Mark found a receipt for an expensive dinner tucked into my purse. "This isn't from us," he said, holding it up. His voice was calm, but his eyes searched mine for an answer. "It's for the project," I lied. Julian insisted on treating the team. He seemed to accept it, but I could sense the growing tension between us. The affair, intense as it was, couldn't stay hidden forever. Julian began asking for more time, more attention, more commitment. But I couldn't give him what he wanted without tearing my family apart. One evening, Mark confronted me after overhearing a phone call. "Are you seeing someone else?" he asked bluntly. I froze, the words caught in my throat. For a moment, I considered denying it, but the look in his eyes stopped me. "Yes," I whispered. His face crumpled, and for the first time, I saw the depth of the pain I had caused. Mark filed for separation a week later. Julian, sensing the chaos in my life, pulled away. Our affair, once so passionate, fizzled under the weight of reality. I lost them both. Now, I sit alone in a rented apartment, haunted by the echoes of my choices. My children visit on weekends, but the laughter we once shared feels distant. I often wonder what drew me to Julian. Was it love, lust, or simply a desperate attempt to escape the monotony of my life? Whatever the reason, the cost was too high. This is my story, my confession. I don't expect absolution, but perhaps in sharing my truth, I can begin to find peace.